Episode of the End Around podcast. Unfortunately, we're down a member today. Go figure. But we're going to do this as a two-man show. It is Chris. Damien's here alongside me. We will be predicting
Hello.
all week one games. And, yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? What's the first game up, Damien?
Oh, Dallas versus Philly. That's
Yeah,
Thursday
that
night,
was a dumb
obviously.
question, right?
Come on
Yeah,
now. Yeah, that was stupid,
that
wasn't
that was a dumb question. Yeah, we've been talking about that nonstop. We've been talking about it, but I don't think there's really much of a debate of who's winning the game.
Yeah, I mean, there was a tiny debate, but Michael
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, no fair. If Micah was there, maybe some magic could have happened for sure. But I mean, Dallas, new
Philly.
coach, new coordinators, no Micah. I ain't
I mean,
banking on
the
that week
coaches,
one.
I don't even know if the coach is even that good. Random
I mean,
assist,
none of us do. That's the problem.
some random yes daddy dude or something like that.
I mean, he could be. I mean, who knows? Maybe they hit. You never know with head coaches, but
And it's Jerry Jones. So
no, that's a fair point. But I'm giving the coach the benefit of the doubt because I'm going to
but
give him a chance to prove whether he's really good or not, for that matter.
we'll
But
see if Jerry Jones is on.
yeah,
What is he supposed to do?
but I mean, my thing is just I'm not gonna pick, like, there's too many unknowns with the Cowboys now to even want to pick them against the defending champs. Like,
True, true.
I guess the
Do you
real
think this is
go ahead
do you think this is Dak's last year?
in Dallas.
You do you think, like, unless he has a really good year, say he has a big injury again, do you think they'll move on past him?
That's a tough one. I don't think so.
That's what
No,
people talking about it. So I'm just wondering.
yeah, I mean, people are on the arch train for them now that they have extra draft capital. I don't think so. I think it's a Dak team until it's like they don't want it. Like, I think it's a Dak team until Dak is absolutely awful, or the team's awful enough that they're high in the draft and Jerry Jones takes a swing. I don't think they move off of him until then, because Dak's like, he's at that bar that's just good enough to keep his job, and it's hard to replace.
Yeah, because he's not just he's above average when
Yeah,
he's healthy.
exactly. Yeah, I
He
think it's
does.
too hard to replace his level for them to take a swing when they're drafting in the mid teens every time.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I guess the question that really we should be asking for this game is, how close do we think it stays? What's our final score predictions?
2030 Philly.
2030. So you think it's going to be pretty close throughout?
Well, because defense always doesn't really need to set up.
Well, that's fair, but it's hard for me to back that Dallas defense right now, man.
But I can also, yeah, but I can also just see him just run the ball down there,
Yeah,
trying to take the clock
I mean,
away.
that's kind of my thing. Yeah, no,
So
that's fair. The clock aspect, yeah, that's fair. But I mean,
they got
are they
Saquon
really
back
gonna
there.
give Saquon a heavy work dose in week one? Like,
Yeah, I'm also giving Dallas's offense confidence. I think they can
no,
score
that's fair. I mean,
somewhat.
that's the one side of the ball I kind of back. I my score prediction would be probably 35-24. I I guess, like, I have it kind of close too, but I think it's more like it's the
Yeah,
35-24
shootout.
where Philly leads for the whole game. They're never feeling pressured.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I think. I
they
think it's
kind of
like
got that
a
two-score lead the whole
controlling.
game. Yeah.
I think it's like a controlling 30-20. Like, yes, 20 points, but nobody cared. Like, they are in control.
What were you
Now the
saying?
next one, I
Oh
said I
yeah, yeah.
think it's
Next
going
one.
to
No,
be
no,
a
you're good. You're
controlling
good.
game
No, no,
that
we go
they
next
can.
one.
But the next one, that's going to be a real game. I hope
Yeah, I'm
it's going to be a
excited
good game.
for that game on Friday. I
I think Chasey still takes it. Boy,
I do too. Unfortunately,
28-24.
I'm
I
with
can
you.
already see it. I can already see it. They're on the 50-yard line, 4th and 2, holding defensive tackle,
My
first
my
down,
my score prediction
touchdown
was
later that drive.
my score prediction was 27-24. I think the
I
last
mean, what?
second drive happens.
Yeah, that's what I
But
think. Until,
I do
like
think
I said,
KC edges it out in a very close game. But
with a couple calls to go their way.
it is definitely one of those games that I will not be shocked if I'm wrong, because I think there's a lot of hope in that Chargers team this year.
Yeah, it's
I'm
OD Chargers, so they
I'm
won't
just
disappoint.
I'm just a little disappointed, or not disappointed, sorry, worried about their offensive line after losing their tackle. It scares me just a little bit.
At least in the past game.
Now, don't get me wrong, KC doesn't have some impeccable pass rush, so maybe we don't see the true effects of it this week. But it worries
what?
me.
That what? Well, that what? Can't think how. Khalif. I can't think.
George Karlaftis?
Yeah, there you go. This.
Yeah, Karlaftis
Isn't
is
he
good.
outside? I mean,
But
they're
what I'm
probably
saying is they don't
probably
have they don't have like the Broncos from last year, who was well and above the number one pass rush, or like the 49ers from their heyday, or they don't have some crazy scary deep pass rush. They have a decent one. So I think you can KC, or rather the Chargers, can kind of game plan around it this week and probably hide a lot of it. But I think as the road goes forward, I think we'll see the impacts of losing their best tackle. And I mean, you may see it this game, maybe late in the game when maybe the Chargers having to come back and they got to go one-on-one. Yeah, who knows? I think if you can keep the game and the chains where you don't have to drop back as much, that'll definitely help as well. But
that one game will be important. They have to establish.
Yeah, and I mean,
with that left tackle.
You drafted Amari Hampton for that reason.
Yeah.
Like, you drafted Amari Hampton to take the pressure off Herbert, regardless of the O-line. So we'll see what Amari Hampton can do.
Yeah.
Because they haven't had a run game since, not a real run game since Melvin Gordon. Like, Eckler was good, but he was more of that scat back.
That was what, like 5-6 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Man, does he even play anymore? I mean, I know he does.
That I'm not sure.
I don't think he starts anymore.
I know he doesn't start, but I think, and you know how much Harbaugh loves the run game too, from his days at Michigan, from his days in San Fran to now.
They got a solid interior to try to run it through the trenches.
Yeah, they're gonna want to keep the ball on the ground, and maybe that's like their chance in this game too. If you keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands, like, I'm not banking on Mahomes to have another down season. I don't know about most people.
No. Shit, I don't even think he had a down season.
I mean, he definitely had a down season for his standards last year.
I mean, yeah, but I still think his down season was.
Well, of course. But, like, in terms of what we've seen from him, it was a down season. Just by definition.
I'm kind of hoping he does. Actually, no, I need him to make.
Yeah, I mean, with the bet within the friendship group at this point, we need Mahomes to do good.
I got money on the line here. I need Mahomes to make 7.
Yeah, so this is the one year we can't really root against Mahomes.
Yeah, first time I root for Mahomes since.
It's okay though, because when it comes around to playoffs, then we can root against him. But during the regular season, we need him to get to the playoffs.
Should be the first time I root for Mahomes since
his rookie year.
When he officially started.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. I mean, I guess it would be his second year, yeah, because he started one game in his rookie year. So fair.
And I kind of wanted him to fail just a tiny bit, only because I'm a Bears fan.
Fair enough.
Not because I don't like him.
Fair enough.
I'm getting tired of hearing him.
Bucks Falcons. I think this is one of the more interesting games.
I think the Bucks take it.
I agree.
This is Penix Jr. first real game.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
no pressure on him.
Again, same
pressure's on him now.
Same thing with the Chargers, though. Like, but even worse, they've lost their really good tackle. So, I mean, Herbert's an experienced quarterback at this point. Harbaugh's an experienced head coach. They can probably game plan around it. I have more faith in them. Whereas with the Falcons, you got a second-year head coach and you got a rookie quarterback essentially. How do they deal with that? We'll see, but I'm not gonna bet against the team that, for the most part, ran the division last year.
Yeah, I think it would take time for. But I also don't think Tampa's gonna dominate it. I don't think they're that good.
I do think it's a closer game as well. it sounds boring, just 3 straight close games. The blowouts are going to end up coming, I'm sure, but I think these 3 games are. Well, I mean, I guess we did say kind of Dallas Philly will be a bit of a blowout, but I do think this is probably one of the closer
It's more of a
games,
controlled.
especially with this
No,
being
this
a divisional game. I
South
think
always plays good against each other, no
I
matter how
think
trash
both
they
teams will
are.
come to play. It's the rookie quarterback factor, like you said. I'm not gonna bank on Penix until I see what he really can do. I'm not
You know,
gonna
if he
take
just goes
much
out
out
and
of the
balls
last
out,
3 games last year that he played.
yeah, he's looking at the actual expectations.
I do think
But
that it's tough to score predict this one because I think the Bucks offense puts up a bunch of points, and I don't think that I want to predict that for Atlanta. But I don't think it's a blowout either. So it's hard. It was hard to come up with a score prediction for this one.
what did you come up with?
Came up with 31-20. I don't love it.
Daniel, you got a shootout going.
It's not really a shootout.
I got
31-20.
31 points.
Yeah, but I mean, the Bucks offense is really good.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think 20 is that
20,
much.
I got 21-14.
Really? So you think it's gonna be? I just don't know. Like neither of those teams' defenses are like hella good, especially Atlanta's.
Yeah,
Like that's what I'm saying. That's why it's hard to predict it because I don't think the Bucks offense is gonna struggle. Like I just don't see a world in which they struggle. But I do think it's a close game, so it's a weird one to predict. I think Penix could go out there and put up anywhere from 7 points to 30 points, and I wouldn't bat an eye really. Like that range is where he's probably at in his first game.
I also got Bijan, so it's not all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
offensively, at least. Defensively, they just don't have a pass rush. Everything else is.
I mean, they lost their safety. They're banking on a rookie safety, which Baker will probably pick on.
I have faith in him.
Like I don't back the Atlanta defense. Tampa's defense got more pieces around it for sure. I could see your score being closer to accurate than mine, probably, but I mean, like I said, I struggle to come up with a score, and that's just kind of where I landed.
I put it close because they usually, at least for the last couple of years, they've always been playing close.
Y'all 31-20.
Y'all division has been playing close.
Yeah.
And y'all always scored less than I.
Fair, but a lot of that is just because we've had terrible quarterback play in our division. For being honest.
Oh, no, trust me. Watch that. This is some booty sheets. This is like Matt Glennon.
It's okay though. Like it's just gonna be the Saints that have terrible quarterback play this year. You know, the other 3 will have good quarterback play. We won't be the laughing stock division this year, or maybe we will. We'll find out.
Team.
Yeah,
who's sharper than the laughing stock right now?
The Browns are always gonna be the laughing stock. I mean, we might be close to them, but we won't be the laughing stock.
Yeah, but like everybody likes a new joke, and that's gonna be the Saints. So you're just gonna be funny.
Trust me, I know. It's all I see on Twitter.
Well, you don't kind of deserve it. Don't feel bad.
Speaking of the Browns, Bengals-Browns.
Oh, 35-10, easy blowout.
Yeah, I'm with you. I went even crazier. I said 42 to 12.
Oh, I wanted to.
Sorry, 13.
I was gonna go higher. I was gonna go higher, but then I could just see the Bengals being on.
I think they get one touchdown, 2 field goals, and the Bengals just run the score up.
I think Cleveland got a solid defense. So like,
yeah, it's tough, but like Joe Burrow consistently plays well against it.
I think they put up a fight for a little bit, but when the offense goes out for the 5th straight time,
yeah, I mean, there's only so much
they can do
before why,
Joe Burrow goes with them.
I think 42 is a little ambitious, but also, I mean, maybe I'm letting my awards predictions kind of play into my betting here as well because I need Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase to go crazy. But I don't know. The Browns defense is good, but there's only so much they can do. And I mean, Joe Burrow is just so good. Like, I think the Browns defense
they'll get it with them.
Yeah, and I think the Browns defense will eat in some games this year for sure, but I just don't know that Joe Burrow is the team that it'll eat against.
I think there'll be a close game in the first quarter. That is all I'm giving them.
Could be, yeah, could be.
That's all I'm giving them.
Yeah.
And I still think Joe Flacco starts the whole game.
Yeah,
and he will go into next week as the week one starter.
I guess we could quickly touch on
week
that.
three,
How long do we think Joe Flacco's leash is? Like how many games?
week week 4 or 5.
And what you
But
think
that's
it's
logic
Dylan
speaking.
Gabriel that comes in or Shador?
It'd be Dylan Gabriel. They don't want to start Shador. They want that man to fail. They hate that.
I mean, I'm not on that train, but it seems
They might throw him
kind of
out
like
there if
it.
they're playing like a really good team just to watch him fail. Like
I mean, I just think if you watch the preseason for Browns, I think you can see why Shador's not starting. He does really, really dumb
I
things.
mean, no, I know why he doesn't. That good.
And I think
Same time.
that's what Dylan Gabriel doesn't do. He takes care of the ball. He doesn't run backwards and take 20-yard sacks. Like, I think he's just a smarter quarterback. So I think that's
But
why
Shador
he's
just
hired.
only plays with 4th string.
Yeah, but that's not. It doesn't matter. It's 4 strings versus 4 strings. Like, that's not an
I
excuse
get that.
for you running
I mean,
backwards
he was
20
running
yards.
for his, but he was
No,
running for his life.
It doesn't
though.
matter. That's not an excuse for you to run back 20 yards and take a sack. Like that is inexcusable no matter what team you're playing with.
I get that's inexcusable, but I can understand why he did.
No, there's zero understanding to it.
Trying to make something.
If he wasn't in, if you put freaking Lamar Jackson or someone back there, they wouldn't run backwards 20 yards and take a sack versus playing behind a 4-string line. It just wouldn't happen. Hell, you could throw the mediocre quarterbacks of Derek Carr's of the world back. He's not going to do that. You just can't do that.
He's trying to prove his job out.
No, and even if that's the case, then
just
he's
throw the
in
ball
the wrong
away?
mindset then.
So just throw the ball away every single time. Just be like, whoopsie, he can't throw the ball.
If you have to, for one, yes, but two, that's not what you do. Like he wasn't running for his life every single play.
Not every play. He definitely has some efficiency issues down deep.
I mean, this is the wrong debate to be having right now, regardless.
But I also believe how good Shador, they don't want that man to start.
I don't think
he had to blow him out the water.
Don't think it has anything to do with that. I genuinely think Shador is just not ready to start if you watch film.
No, I don't know. But even if
I've watched a lot of Shador, he is just not ready to start.
Even if he was as good as Gabriel, I still think he would have been at the bottom.
If he was close to Gabriel, they would start him. But he's just not even close right now.
We'll go to another team.
We can just move on. We'll go Dolphins, Colts. It's another one I don't think is gonna be really that close. Like week 1 Dolphins, a healthy Dolphins, I don't think is gonna struggle with a Colts team that is being led by Daniel Jones. No disrespect to him, but like I ain't banking on Jones him.
Daniel Jones is a game manager, and they got a good head. He can make a fight. They got a decent, okay defense. I mean, I still think they're gonna lose. I think Miami's gonna win.
I mean, what's your final score?
21. What did I put? Oh no, that's 24-14.
Yeah, I don't know. I got 31-7. I don't think it's close.
I could also see that, but I have a little faith.
I mean, I understand your aspect of Daniel Jones as a game manager, but like, he was a game manager in New York, and how many times did they get blown out? Like,
also a fair point.
I still think that this Miami team, week 1 Miami team, is way more talented than 90% of the league when they're fully healthy. So
you think Tua's gonna play week 2?
Who knows? Hopefully. I hope Tua gets a full healthy season so we can see him, see what he can do for a full season. But who knows? We don't have to spend much time on this one. I mean, I think that one kind of speaks for itself. We'll go Jacksonville Panthers now. I think this is a fun one.
It's a close game to me.
I think so. I think I'm very confident in my pick, but I do think it's one that's kind of close to 50-50.
I mean, they're damn near almost the same type of team.
It's one of those 50-50s. It's 50-50 because what are we going to get? If we get a good Trevor Lawrence, it could be over. Yeah. If we get a good Bryce Young, it could be over. If we get both of them being good, it could be a great game.
Or if we get both bad ones, it's going to be an ugly close game.
Exactly. Like, you really don't know what you're going to get out of these two teams. So it's a tough one, but I feel very confident in Jacksonville winning. Personally, I'm not a Panther believer yet. I don't know about you.
No, and I need them to beat more than just Jacksonville.
I agree, but beating Jacksonville would be a big step forward for me personally.
Actually, it depends on how Bryce looks.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because Bryce looks good.
I don't know though. I don't agree. I take that back. It's the defense for me because Bryce looked a lot better last year. It's just the defense was historically.
It is their defense.
It's their defense for me.
It's okay though. They got J.C. Horn, Mr. 90 million man over.
And I mean that's why I think it's a very interesting week 1 too, because Jacksonville, who has struggled getting momentum, maybe this is what Trevor Lawrence needs, a defense that was historically bad. Maybe that's what gets him going to a good season.
Sometimes that's all you need. Just an easy win.
Yeah, sometimes, So I think it'll be
college football
game.
Does when they play FCS schools.
True, yeah. It's just a tune-up game, I don't think there's tune-up games in the NFL, but definitely no FCS level teams.
There's unofficial tune-up games, I swear.
Yeah, fair. That's more towards like end of season, though.
That's just more of coincidence.
No, for sure. That's also more towards like the end of season when some teams are just, they know they ain't going nowhere.
But that's usually like the bad teams use the good team at tune-up game to go into next season. True. The good team is usually benching their starters.
True.
At least at the very least, at the older veteran to like sit and rest.
I got
Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville winning 21-24.
So you got a really close game. I didn't get my score actually. I just said Jacksonville.
I wouldn't even be shocked.
Wouldn't be shocked. What?
It was our first OT game of the season.
I could see that. Yeah. I got 2017. So, I mean, I'm right there with you. I think it's a lower scoring, close game. I'm right there with you. I don't think either offense is going to blow either out of the water.
Yeah.
And I think it stays close for majority of the game.
I can also see both teams. I can also see both teams have the opportunity to game in regulation, and they both do some stupid stuff.
Could, yeah.
And then they'll OT.
I'm with you. Next up, we got Patriots and Raiders.
So, people just drop balls. Raiders in New England?
Yeah.
Who do you have? I want to hear yours.
I have Pats, and I don't love it because I took Pete Carroll for Coach of the Year, but I'm a believer in Drake May taking a step up this year. I think Drake May finally has
Coach of the Year.
Huh?
Go on.
I think Drake May finally has some talent around him. Like they fixed the offensive line. They got some receiving help. I mean, old Diggs we'll see what he's like coming off the injury, but I think the offense finally has some stuff around it that we'll see to step up from Drake May that we want to see. And I think I'm not as much of a believer in the Seattle train as I should be when I pick Pete Carroll as Coach of the Year. But I think Pete Carroll is going to take a little bit of time.
You mean Raiders? Pete Carroll ain't Seattle no more.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Old habits.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Raiders. But I'm just not. I think it's going to take a little bit more time for him to get that team where he wants them to be playing. I still think it's this season that we see strides from the Raiders. I just don't think it's week 1 against the New England team.
What, mid-season to the end? So like mid-season? So
yeah,
like week 6, week 7 where you thought
week
that
6,
put
week
together?
7 probably I think they'll start hitting their running at their peak. I just don't think it's week 1 against the New England team that I think improved pretty significantly this offseason. I don't think New England's some Super Bowl contending team, but I think from where they were last year, top 5 in the draft, I think they've improved a lot.
No, I think they'll be in the middle of the draft.
I got the final score being 27-14. I don't think it's some crazy difference, but
oh wow, I got it 10-7.
10-7? Who you got
17,
winning?
not 7. 17.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not 10-7. No.
Yeah, I got you. 10-7.
They're not that bad off. I have faith
that was what throwing me off. I was like, huh? Ain't no way this man's got 10-7. I mean, I know they ain't the most prolific teams, but
I think there'd be more of a defensive battle. Two quarterbacks maybe not hitting stride off.
Fair.
I can see them both starting out really slow, taking some dink and dunks, like get.
I don't know. Maybe I should have more faith in Geno Smith than what I do. Still, like I don't know. I'm just not a big Geno guy. I don't think he's
I
bad,
ain't gonna.
but
I'm more believing to the Drake May hype guy. I like Geno. I think
that's why I landed on
slightly
27
above
to
average.
13 or 14.
But I
Sorry.
ain't gonna lie. I'm drinking the Drake May Kool-Aid. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So you had New England winning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got enough talent now, and it's not a complete F tier offensive line anymore. Like he's got some help there, assuming
So
Will
he actually
Campbell's
got
what
some
we
help.
think.
Hopefully, a receiver, no running back that can do more than
Because they
zero.
added somebody else on the offensive line too, I think, didn't they? In free agency, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they added enough pieces that I think Drake May takes that step this year. And this is the year that he kind of, I mean, we're looking for it. You know, he's this is the year that he should be taking that leap.
He doesn't need to like come out booming or be graded as one of the best quarterbacks, but
no, but this is definitely the year that he should be winning games for his team. You know,
I mean, like I'm saying, like we're not expecting him to 10 break top 10. We're saying like
no,
we
that's
should
what I'm
see
saying.
that
Like
he is
this is the year we need to see. Like if they're in the game that you think it's going to be, we need to see. This is the time where Drake May should step up and get that final drive and win the game.
This is the time where you convince your coach and back office and all that to say, all right, it's our guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
building him with vets, all that other jazz.
So I mean, New England's one of the teams that I'm intrigued to watch this year for sure because they could still be bad like last year, or they could take that step up and they could be a team that kind of surprises. Like Jermaine having them in the playoffs isn't the craziest thing, really. Like
it really isn't, especially with how fight.
I could see it. I mean, the AFC's tough, so like,
yeah,
be tough, but I could see it.
I think they're gonna finish second in the division. I don't have faith in the Jets, and Miami likes to fall over.
That's bold.
Snowflake touching.
I mean, that's bold.
And
it's Miami.
And Miami, Tua doesn't stay healthy, and also
that's fair.
How to play.
Okay, but
what are the two big? And what are the three rivals playing? Right? The fucking snow.
I propose this to you on the table. Say you're guaranteed a full healthy season out of Tua. He doesn't miss any time, doesn't miss any even games. He doesn't come out of the games. Are you still picking them over New England? Or sorry, you still picking New England over them? It's a crazy hypothetical because obviously we ain't gonna get it, but this is the only way we can ask the question.
I'm so scared to take Miami because they just don't know how to play in the cold.
I think that's overblown.
Like if they were, I don't know. They've only won like 4 games under McDaniel.
Yeah, I mean I get that, but go back and check how many of those games was a healthy Tua and how many times this player was out or X player was out. I don't
at the same
read
time,
into
when
that.
You got older players and they can't play there because.
Yeah, but they switched out like Tyron Armstead, who they relied on the O line. He's gone. Like Tua is one of those players.
They gotta take Tua this year.
I would still take Miami over them. I still take them without Miami. Tua.
I take Miami. I take Miami over New England.
Okay, so I mean, basically, your big thing is just the health. Like you're uncertain on his health. That's fair.
Health, and then honestly the coaching. That coaching kind of worries me.
Fair. I think this could be a make or break year for McDaniel. Really, I think
could be. Which in change could also be a make or break for.
Yeah, but I think whoever comes in next,
I think they'll keep him a little longer because he gave him that extension. So
yeah, I think whoever comes in next would want to work with Tua, but I think McDaniel might be on his last straw because there's already been some rumblings that the locker room is kind of iffy on him here and there. I mean, ownership.
Last year was he was on the hot. So like he barely got out of that. There's a lot of talk of him.
I do think it's kind of a year for him. Next game, let's just do it. I don't want
the worst game of the year.
Yeah, Cardinals Saints. I mean, look, I'll go first. I got Saints just because it's week 1. I'm gonna back my team. I don't even. I have 20-17 as the score. I don't even know if the Saints can get to 20 points. But I gotta back my team in week 1.
You got any type of reason? What
no,
hope do you have?
Just that I'm a Saints fan. Honestly,
So just delusion.
Yeah, it's that week 1 delusion. I gotta have it for 1 week, man. Because
I have
when we come back here in a week, when we meet back up next week, I guarantee you I ain't picking my team. I can tell you right now. So I gotta have the delusional fan moment for 1 week. And we'll let you discuss the game realistically because you're not
I mean, it's
biased.
not really much to discuss. They just got a
So they got what you cut
better
out.
quarterback. I said they got a better team overall, better line.
No,
better
I
defense,
agree.
Better
That's
quarterback.
why I said I
More
I
weapons.
couldn't come up with a real reason. My
Arizona-
reasons I'm a Saints fan.
I don't think they're gonna blow y'all out because it's Arizona 21-17. Because it's Arizona, they like to play down to the competition.
I might take 21-17 as a dub, being what my season's probably in store for. But you know,
They like to play down to their competition. They either
Yeah,
play really
fair.
good and you be like, they might be good this year, and then go play
Fair.
shit. Wow, they
I just think, I mean, if you want like some kind of little bit of reason, it's week 1 and anything can happen in week 1. Like maybe the Saints come out there and shock them. Maybe, you know, it's a whole new offense with Kellen. I mean, not new, but for New Orleans, it's new.
they go in there thinking they got an easy dub.
Yeah, you know, maybe, yeah. But in terms of on the field, I ain't got a single. Every box goes to Arizona.
Ain't got no
100%.
real reason.
I'm just being my delusional Saints fan for 1 week out of the year. Pittsburgh Jets. This could be a fun one. Aaron Rodgers revenge game. Justin Fields revenge game. Could be fun.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I have no faith in that Jets
Yeah.
offense. I love Fields. I really wanted him to walk in Chicago. I really did. I wanted him to prove us wrong in New England.
It's just the thing is, right?
He can't read a defense. He can't throw the ball. Every time I see somebody bring up highlights of him, it's him scrambling. It's never him throwing unless it's a 60-yard bomb. But you can't do that if you play.
I'm with you on the not believing in their offense, but the thing is, why I think this might be a fun game still, is I don't know what the hell to expect out of Pittsburgh's offense. What Rodgers are we getting? What does the offense look like with DK now?
I think we're gonna get.
What does it look like with no
decent
Najee?
Rodgers? I think we're gonna get decent Rodgers.
I agree,
not like,
and that's why I picked the Steelers.
I don't think we're gonna get Green Bay Rodgers.
I don't get, like, either.
Just good Rodgers.
I agree, and that's why I picked the Steelers, because I think he's gonna be good enough. I think you're gonna see some faults in his game for sure.
I generally believe that it will come down to quarterback play.
I agree, and again, that's why I did pick Rodgers, because I would bank on Rodgers more than. I also just think Rodgers has more talent around him to make up for deficiencies than what Fields has. He has Garrett Wilson. I mean, Breece Hall as well. Yeah. Breece Hall's good. I won't disrespect Breece Hall, but outside of those two,
he got himself to run the ball too. That's about it.
Yeah, true. But like, how much running is he really gonna do from T.J. Watt and?
About to run that fucking Army offense.
Maybe. Hey.
What is that? Wing T, right?
Yeah, Wing T. Yeah. Hey, if it works, it works, right?
Maybe we see the first successful Wing T offense
in the NFL. Maybe. Well, to be fair, I think it might have existed like a long time ago.
Yeah, it existed. Yeah, but like when the Bears were like the Stanleys, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like that far back, yeah, but like.
That's just the initial NFL existed as we know it. I have them winning 21-10.
I had 24-10. I'm not far off.
I think Phillies breaks out for a run to get the. Breaks out for another run for them. That's kind of it.
I don't even feel super confident in Pittsburgh scoring 3 touchdowns, but I think they find a way. Who knows? Maybe Chris Boswell kicks 6 field goals again. You know, I mean, he's done it before.
Pittsburgh always beats the team they're supposed to.
Yeah, and I do think Rodgers will be good enough. I don't think the New York, like, Rodgers was awful thing was. I think it was overblown.
To be fair, he literally stepped on the field and exploded. So.
Well, but then he played last year. He played all last year.
Yeah. And then just didn't care.
Yeah, that's kind of that, and I mean, he still wasn't awful like some people. Like he wasn't Rodgers, sure, but he wasn't awful.
No, he was
Um,
not awful, but it was
I
fun
think
watching him suffer.
I think that was more of he's where he needs some extra talent around him. Like he's not where Green Bay where he could win with lesser guys. I think he now needs some better pieces, and he's got that in
He needs
Pittsburgh.
help. He can't carry no more.
You know, they got DK, they got Pat Fryermuth, they got a couple good backs. So I think he has enough that they'll, like you said, they'll win the games they're supposed to, and maybe they'll upset some teams that they're not supposed to. What's the next game? That would
New York
be,
Giants versus the Washington Commanders.
you know, I'm just gonna say it. If Jackson Dart was starting, I would have picked New York. I'll just say it.
Diabolical.
I would have picked Jackson Dart. But since it's Russell
I,
Wilson, I can't do it.
I still would have picked the Commanders over Jackson with Jackson Dart starting.
I, I mean, yeah, like it would have been a bold take for sure. But like, I think Darts look good in the preseason. Every team's up for an upset in week one. I would have put it on the table, but I'm not banking on Russell Wilson beating Jane Daniels. That I can't do. So I got Commanders. And this is one that I do think could actually be really low scoring though, because the Giants defense looks really good. Um I have your earlier game of 17-10. I think it could be really close.
Okay.
I really respect that Giants defense. I just don't respect the offense. I don't know how
No,
you
I
feel.
feel that. I feel I have somewhat respect. Like I think they'll be okay at best
I mean,
with
yeah.
Russell
I
or
mean, when I
Jackson.
say no respect, I don't mean Saints level bad, probably, but yeah, I'm like an okay. They'll just be
I
okay.
so I think like the defense will do its job
I think
for an
defense.
extent,
I think the
but
defense might be top
eventually,
five.
I think it'll be like the same thing with like versus Cincinnati. Just get dog tired out being out there for
Yeah.
so long.
I mean, the thing is,
Faith in
I
Russell
think New York's
Wilson.
offense is going to do a little bit more than Cleveland's, though.
No, I do think that, but I do think eventually it will just get their hand. So not too crazy. Just let's say they needed one more big stop and they just didn't get
Yeah, that's
it.
fair.
They ran out of time and the game's out of reach. I think the game will go 24 Commanders.
24. Sorry, what was that? 24 what?
14.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it'll be close. They'll have like around like the 7-8 minute mark. Commanders will do this job. Just finish something.
I'll say this.
I still believe in Jay Daniels. I think he's
Oh
fine.
no,
I don't think he's there
I
yet.
agree
To
with
me,
Jaden. I back Jaden
I
all
need
the
to
way.
have one more season.
I will
But
say this though. My thing is, and this is kind of more of a broader season picture, not necessarily the Commanders per se. You better not get behind with that Giants team, bro. If you get into where you have to pass, that Giants defense is going to eat alive a lot of teams.
Yeah, don't go down. Don't accidentally fuck around and go down like 20 points.
And that's kind of where I was taking the Jackson Dart angle from was like if they kind of surprised the Commanders early and got up on them, that Giants defense could eat alive, man. Like,
I can see it. I can see that D line being there. Where you pin the ears to the back and just go.
I do not want if I'm any of the 17 games on that schedule for New York, I do not want to be behind versus them ever.
Especially when I say like it's like the last drive,
100%.
Or
Last drive, that's the
points
worst
and
case.
it's 5 minutes left in the quarter. You ain't running that ball.
Nah.
Or you ain't running it enough for me to get out of pass rush mode.
Mean, running it you might be able to get through, but pass rush, good luck. If you're the team having to come back from behind, good luck. Brian Burns, Thibodeau, Lawrence, and Carter all pinning their ears back. Good luck. Like
you gonna be the reason why Carter was the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, like facts. So, granted, for the back on track for this specific game, the Commanders did upgrade their tackle position this year with Tunsil. So, I don't think it becomes.
I also do think Carter would struggle, or I mean, he probably wouldn't be moved over there, but it is his first game.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But it just broader
picture. That's a scary defense.
Yeah, especially when
Um,
they get their footing or the offense is not like Chicago's offense when they have a good defense, which covers
true,
a 50 yards a half.
true. Let's go Broncos Titans.
I don't think that shit gonna be close. I think that shit gonna be a smackdown.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
A
not even a Cam Ward hater, but
good
like,
old Midwestern smack. Well, I don't think Tennessee's just not there yet. They got the
no,
quarterback,
that's
but
what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a Cam Ward hater, but I don't think he's there yet.
they got like they're like New England last year. They got their guy. I think they do. They just ain't got shit around them yet. There's a couple young
Facts,
players you can maybe look at, but I shit around.
facts. No,
I think they're
I'm
going to
with
be
you.
top 5 this year in drafts again, if not
I
top 3.
I got it being 31-7. I
Shit,
I
you made it worse than mine.
really. I mean, I think Cam
Not
Ward
that
gets in the
much.
end zone.
Late in the game when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like late in the game, but I mean, I respect that. The Broncos defense was the best pass rush in the league
Oh
last
no,
year.
no,
Like,
you're good. I have a 28 this.
no. I mean, I'm not even trying to defend it. I just mean in terms of like, that Broncos defense. I think is a little underrated by some. Their corner room is really strong. Obviously, you got reigning defensive player of the year and Pat Surtain. Their safeties are good. Their pass rush was the best in the league statistically last year.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a brutal. Sucks to be a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing with it is, Cam Ward's
It's your
probably going to be
first
good,
game
but
too.
first game
Not
in
just
the
a rookie.
NFL.
It's not even just rookie year. This is like first game you get smacked by Denver.
Yeah,
They could at least gave you like New Orleans, somebody.
I do think Denver is, and both of us have Denver being one of the better teams in the AFC this year. So I think Denver handles it and shows herself.
I think they're going to win the West this year.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I have them being a really high winning wild card team, so we both think they're going to be good. I don't think we need to spend much more time on that one. Sorry, Tennessee fans. You got your guy. Look at it that way.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Or maybe later in the season. I believe you got your quarterback, but just not week 1. 49ers Seahawks. I think this
one was hard for me, but it came down to who back was.
Yeah, that's what I was going to end up saying in a different wording. I was going to say if they had Geno, this is a different game for me. I just trust Brock Purdy more than I trust Sam Darnold.
I think it'll be close, but like you're trying to tell me games on the line, I gotta picking Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold.
See that's where
if he does the same thing here, he doesn't
close.
Maybe I'll believe in him more, or when they play later in the season. But as of right now, it's a one-season fluke. I hope he does good.
That's what's your final score?
24-21. San
Fran. Yeah, see, that's where we differ. I don't have it being close. I went 35-14.
I think it will be close, but like I said, I can't trust Sam in the clutch.
Well, that my problem is I just don't trust Sam Darnold to replicate in general.
Yeah, and you think he's gonna wipe back the dog shit?
Partly, I think
he's gonna have a little bit more faith in that.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna regress. He doesn't have Jefferson, and that Seattle receiving room is very slow. They don't have a lot of it guy. They don't have any it guy unless Jackson has a breakout year. Running back ain't fantastic. The O-line is really not good. Geno covered up a lot with that O-line that people don't realize. I don't think this is a close game. I think if Geno was still there, I would have backed a close game just because we've seen Geno do it. I don't back Sam Darnold in this scenario.
I have a little bit more faith in Sam Darnold.
We'll see. My picture's also broader season 2 with Sam. Like, I mean, if he has one good week, I still ain't getting on the train. But I also have a lot of faith in San Fran's the NFC's Miami to me. If they stay healthy, that's a very talented team.
But when they start to get injured, they start to drop like flies. So one gets injured, another one's right behind.
It's week 1. They're really healthy. So I back it being a blowout.
Okay. Fair.
I mean, 35-14 is crazy. The best case scenario I think for Seattle is 28-14. Like I don't think it's close. Now we get to the really fun games. starting with Lions Packers.
And fuck the Packers.
Unfortunately, we don't have our resident Lions fan here.
42-0 Detroit. Fuck Green Bay.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's no
I
way
don't
you're
have that.
predicting 42-0.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that. I wish that would happen.
That'd be crazy.
Fuck no. I wish I could say that about the Packers. Nope. That's God's favorite kid in there.
So what do you have the score?
31-28.
Yeah, okay, fair. Yeah. I back that.
And they'll probably lose to Jordan Love throwing a pick or something.
I had 28-24 Lions.
They're very close. They're very close in teams, but it really just depends on which one wants to show up. We might get Jared Mr. 3 picks a game, Jared, or
it's not even that for me. I think I'm not
Jordan
worried.
Over there.
I'm not worried about the Lions not showing up with Dan Campbell being the coach. I'm more worried about what their offense now looks like with a new coordinator. We haven't seen this Lions group without Ben Johnson. Who knows what they're going to look like?
But I also don't think
the defense I'm a little less worried about because defense you can kind of
carries over.
Yeah, and plus I think their defense takes a step up by default with all the injured players are getting back.
Yeah, that is true. They don't have literal practice squad members.
So the defense isn't really my focus. My focus is more the offense without a Ben Johnson that they've had the whole time since this come up.
I don't think they missed a step. Do they maybe take a little step back?
I don't either.
Maybe a little, but I don't really think.
I do think they'll probably take
missing Ben.
I just don't think it's a step back enough that makes them lose to the Packers. But I will say, this might an underrated coach, at least from my knowledge. I don't think many people have him on the hot seat. LaFleur might be on the hot seat, man. He probably needs to start showing some stuff. I'm more so meant from like national media and stuff.
They're like 3 years in a first round exit.
That's what I'm saying. Like it might be time. I don't know how their higher up feels about him, but it might be time. If they can't, show a leap this year. And especially with the Micah trade, I think that puts pressure on this being a jump year.
Yeah, but that's if he plays.
He'll play. He'll play.
If he plays 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not going to dive into that well, but Micah, 100% Micah might not even be enough to win them games, just because Micah has some serious holes in his game. Whether Jerry's right or wrong about why he traded the player, the run defense with Micah is a real thing. That is a real weakness.
That is a real thing.
And you can argue, statistically speaking, sometimes he goes MIA in the pass rush in the most critical moments. So maybe a change of scenery makes Micah become the next Reggie White. Who knows?
Yeah, he'd be more locked in because there's nothing to do.
Possibly. Yeah, he can eat a bunch of cheese.
That's all you fucking can do. Shit, I don't think he wants that. He's gonna be bending over. Having more back opponent trying to blow shit out his ass.
Let's go Texans Rams. This is one of the games I'm looking forward to. Big if
healthy Matt Stafford.
Yeah, if Stafford's healthy. So it could be one of those games that turns absolutely into a blowout and it's just not fun to watch and you're turning it off in the second quarter. But if it's a healthy Stafford, I think this could be a really fun shootout style game between the Texans and the Rams. I have the Texans winning 35-31. If Stafford plays, if he doesn't, I'm screwed score-wise because I think the Texans will just blow him out. I mean, I can't say that because Stafford's a guy that plays through injuries, but it depends how well he's playing.
He has his limits, and he's 37. I mean,
exactly.
There's only so many injuries he can play through.
So
that doesn't mean I don't doubt that he can do it still. I have Houston in that game.
Yeah, what's your score?
21-17.
Okay, so you think it's a defensive kind of game?
Yeah, to be honest with you.
I might be putting too much faith in C.J. Stroud because that offensive line didn't get better. It got worse, probably.
Yeah, that's really the issue here. I think Stafford will play. I just don't know if I get 100% Stafford. So
the one thing I'll say though is it's come out in the off season that this is the first year that CJ Stroud is going to be able to do audibles. And that's crazy that it's taking him this long to get control to be able to do audibles. But
yeah, I noticed that when they were talking about Caleb at the, they were talking about how like CJ Stroud just got hit off other quarterbacks that are just allowed to,
a
that I
quarter
just assumed they've been allowed.
a QB of Stroud's stature should not have had to wait this long to get it. And honestly, that might be why they've had some struggles. So,
Maybe they just didn't trust him.
but
You know?
again, I don't disagree with the fear of the offensive line because that's a fear for me too. And it's not like the Rams lack pass rush by no means.
They got Jared Verse over there, bro.
So they got Jared Verse and they got Kobe Turner
The
on the
next
inside.
the next Von Miller.
So they got some guys that definitely could heat it up. I just, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm questioning why I went shootout. But I'll stand on it. I think it ends in a shootout. I think that just because I backed the two quarterbacks that are in the game, I think they're really good quarterbacks, barring health for Stafford. But I think it'll be a fun game. I do, unless Stafford has to leave the game, or if Stafford's playing at like 25%. But I think at that point he just wouldn't be in the game. So, yeah, we get to probably the game of the week, surely, right? I mean, I think everybody thinks on paper Buffalo and
this is definitely the game of the week.
Yeah, Buffalo Baltimore has to be game of the week on paper. Now,
well,
we've gotten there before, and the games of the week turns into blowouts. So hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, but I don't. These are two like good teams. These are
I
not
agree.
like
I don't
like,
think this is a blowout.
or this ain't like the Chiefs and Chargers where we're thinking the Chargers are better than what they do. Like Buffalo and Baltimore are what they are. They are what they are.
Agreed.
But because I had Baltimore winning the whole AFC basically because of a tiebreaker.
So you took Baltimore.
Obviously, I had to take Baltimore.
Fair. This might be the first game we've differed on in our predictions. Well, besides Saints, but let's be real, I'm picking Cardinals too.
Nobody cares that.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
delusional and stupid. You're just delusional and stupid.
I'm just delusional. But outside of that, this will be our first game that we differ on. I got Buffalo winning.
I ain't gonna lie. This is the first shootout I really got on here.
Really? You're back in a shootout?
Yup.
What score
I'm expecting a high-scoring, fun game, 42-35.
I mean, I'd love that game. I'd be glued watching that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't have that.
It's Lamar and Josh Allen, some of the most unstoppable guys.
Yeah,
they're so hard to stop, even with a good defense.
I got 27-24. I mean, I don't have some slugfest, but I don't think it's a touchdown shootout either.
I think it's at least 25 plus points both sides.
I don't know.
At least 3 touchdowns by both teams. At least.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think both defenses show up enough, and also again, week one, we had this conversation at a podcast, but week one is normally dominated a bit more by defenses because it's easier to see ball, get ball, and instead of having to work on timings and chemistry related things on offense. So I don't know. If you had this game late in the season, I would back your shootout, I think. But I think with it being early in the season, it will kind of tame the scoring just a bit.
It could.
But regardless, we're on the same page with it being a really good game. And I think it's the game of the week when we finish and all said and done.
Oh, yeah, I think this is going to be the best game.
I think there's only 2 games for me that could potentially rival it. And 3 games. I'll say 3.
Outside of my game, this is the game I want to watch the most.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bears Vikings, which we'll get to in a minute, I think it could rival it. And I think the other ones that could rival it is obviously Detroit Green Bay. And then I think KC Chargers can rival it. I think those are the only games for me that I think when we look back on the week, we'll be like, damn, that was a really good game. We might have some other games that maybe are closer or,
or a crazy finish.
crazy finish. But I think throughout all the whole game and everything, I think those are the games that will be the best. And I think the
On
Ravens
paper.
Bills is the only one that will stand above all.
Yeah.
Hopefully, again, we've had some top tier matchups that just turn out pretty meh. So hopefully they don't give that to us. But I'm with you. These two teams don't feel like the teams that are going to do that.
Yeah.
They don't have some like crazy coordinator change or anything either. Like the Detroit Lions, for instance, or
no, they are who they are.
Yeah, they didn't have a ton of roster changeover or anything. So I do think this will be a pretty good game from the jump. I think shout out the NFL for picking a pretty safe game, but a pretty good game in Week 1 for Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Because the past couple years,
good.
no disrespect, but they were giving it to teams like the Bears. And let's be real, we all kind of knew the outcomes of those games.
To be fair, they didn't think that Eberflus and Shane Washington.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So who could have predicted that they're the worst in Chicago's history?
But I think even as a Bears fan, you would have put your game at like 425 instead of the Sunday night standalone.
Definitely, I didn't want to watch my team get the fuck beat out of them.
That's what I'm saying. So no disrespect, but we could have had better games. And maybe y'all forced them into this.
You think the NFL learned their lesson? No, they said, "Ooh, let's make it national." And fuck them.
Nah, they did learn their lesson because they put Buffalo and Baltimore on Sunday Night Football.
No, they didn't, because then they made it my team the only game that people.
Well, Sunday Night Football is no different. Sunday Night Football is the only game on.
Yeah, but you have other games to be like, well, at least this one was bad, but the rest of Sunday.
Well, yeah, but I also don't think. But I also don't think this game isn't like it. I would feel differently. We can get into Bears Vikings now. I'd feel a little bit different about Bears Vikings possibly being a bad game if Sam Darnold was still there. We don't know what JJ is gonna do, so I'm not coming in with some super high expectations for the Vikings. So even though I might not have high expectations with y'all, which I'm actually somebody that does, but if I was coming in as somebody that didn't, I still think this would be a good game because I don't think either team's super highly rated in that scenario.
I think it's going to be a close game because, well, JJ's first rookie game, and they're going to be on their time trying to figure their shit out. And then the Bears with their new OC/coach trying to figure out that offense. I think it's going to be kind of a low-scoring game. Nothing crazy. I think it's 17-21 Chicago.
Fair. I think the only way this game gets out of hand is if Jalen Johnson's actually hurt.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Because, if you don't got Jalen for Justin, JJ could just light up your quad.
Yeah. Trust Tyreek. I'm going to go celebrate.
Fuck so, I think a lot could really ride on Jalen Johnson's health.
To be fair, that news might have been faked because it literally deleted my
True. But you did say that he has been dealing with a hamstring injury throughout camp. So
it was a groin injury, but
yeah.
They said he's been good to go.
And as long as he is, I'm with you. I actually ironically picked the same thing. I picked 21-17. I think
the only way I think this randomly just becomes amazing, not amazing, blowout, amazing. If the defense, JJ struggles more than I think he is, and then the Bears.
Oh, you're saying a blowout on your side?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not gonna try to speak that other one into existence.
Well, obviously, no. I'm don't worry, I got you covered. Like I said, the way that happens is if Jalen's not healthy. If Jalen has to come out the game or anything, JJ.
Oh, if Jalen's not healthy, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be scared. We're gonna. Yeah. Because JJ's good. He's scared because who the fuck's gonna guard that?
Yeah,
man?
Exactly. Y'all don't have two good corners that you can just fall back on.
No, we have a solid corner, but not
yeah, but solid ain't good enough when you're facing top 2 receiver in the league.
Yeah, if it was receiver 4 and down, sure.
We all know that the top 2 race is between him and Chase. You need the best.
Yeah, because
to cover
3
them.
and down is on a different tier than 1 and 2.
100%. 100%.
If it was any other receiver besides fucking Chase, I'd be all right. We can do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only way it ends up in a blowout for Minnesota, I think.
And he's one of those receivers you don't need to be a good. He's like Larry Fitzgerald. Man, he's going.
And I'm with you too. I think the only way y'all blow it out is if JJ is much worse than any of us could have predicted, which I don't think he will.
I
I'm
don't
not.
think he will. I
I'm
think
not.
he'll come in solid. I
Yeah,
don't think
I'm
he'll
not
be
a
like,
JJ
oh my gosh,
believer,
but I think he will come in solid. Like
but I
the
think he
coach did
comes
what
in
he did with
solid.
Sam Donald. So,
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
and yes, I know that Sam has NFL experience over JJ, but I also believe that building someone up from the top or from the bottom is better than trying to fix somebody that's gonna have issues for what 7 years prior.
Definitely. And I mean,
So
just pure talent wise, I think JJ is more talented too. So,
exactly, he's been practicing with those guys for
um,
both times too for 2 years. It's not like he was only practicing with the second squad. He was been practicing with
so,
because he was fully
but
experienced to
I
start.
am with you. I don't think it becomes. I think that's one of the ones that if I was making like a close game guarantee, it would be in there. I a shout out to the schedule makers this time for week one at least because I think week one's prime time games were really put together well. You could argue Philly, Dallas, but you got the rivalry. You had Micah in it until a week
And it's
ago.
good and it's week one Cowboys, and they're usually
Yeah,
pretty decent.
exactly. So that's the only one you could. But all the other primetime games, I think they did a really good job scheduling.
KC, Chargers,
Maybe the only
Baltimore,
thing,
Buffalo.
maybe you would have changed like Packers, Lions out for your game, maybe, or
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
probably
I'd be
about it
surprised they
though.
didn't.
Like all the
Yeah,
12
because you
o'clock and 3 o'clock games outside of the Lions and that one, I wouldn't. They
all kind
like
of place where
like
they need to
Texans
be.
Rams would be equal risk reward than the Bears Vikings or
Yeah,
um
but if anything, with less excitement, because like, everybody wants to see what JJ looks, everybody
yeah,
wants
exactly. That's what
Caleb
I'm
and Ben
saying. So
looks
like
like.
I
So
think
it'd be
for
the
the
same
most
type of
part they
game,
did
but with
really
none of
good.
the excitement.
Yeah. Like for the most
I
part
mean, San Fran.
this this might be the best week 1 schedule we've had in a couple years in terms of where
Yeah,
every game is scheduled in.
I have no idea what to say about that because I do not remember.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be
I'm just
honest.
going off top of my head knowledge, truthfully, but I mean, I
No,
know the
I
past
only know
couple
my week
years there's been
ones.
a Monday night game that's just been like why is that game on?
It was Packers. Sorry.
And Bears Packers, yeah. So
Fucking
I
been
don't think I don't
ass.
think we get that in the primetime window this time around. Except maybe Dallas Philly.
But that wasn't their fault. They kind of got hold.
Yeah, but I mean I also think even with Micah we were all gonna probably heavily still favor Philly.
I mean, yeah, but they're also, as you can see by this week game, Super Bowl is a game. But I guess they could have done Philly Washington. Actually, why didn't they do that? That's what they should have done.
Yeah, 100%. It would have been a lot
But
better.
I also understand because the rivalry is the first game of the week.
No, I mean, yeah, we know why they picked it, but
It's
in
like even
terms,
if the Bears are bad, but if the Packers won the Super Bowl, probably put the Bears against.
well, if you won the Super Bowl, you're guaranteed week 1 regardless.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like the Packers will probably be played against the Bears because rivalry.
Maybe. Who knows? Would depend on the state of the Packers, probably, and who knows. But yeah, I don't know. I mean that covers all of our games. Unfortunately, we
Bears
don't.
are going 17-0 until this
Unfortunately, we
week.
don't have our other prediction person here because he's deciding to run around town doing
Be a
something.
little hoe.
Yeah, but
Let me
he
not
gets
speak
the
that. He got a
pass
whole
for
girl.
one
Let me not
time,
say that.
huh?
So he got a whole girl. Let me not say you're out here home
Hey, maybe they're out
outside
there
his head.
being hoeing the streets together. Who knows?
That is diabolical.
He's not gonna listen to this part of the podcast. We're safe. He'll never hear this.
That's what you did. That's even the one time he fucking listens.
And we'll find out,
Pimping
won't we?
himself.
Because we won't
He
bring this
pimping
up to
himself
him.
and his girl. They got an upside down pineapple. So
If we get a text from him, we know that he ended up listening to it. And if we never get a text, we know he didn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but that's only if he's allowed to text us.
That's crazy. I will say for any listeners, if you've gotten to this point, his predictions will be up on our TikTok. So if you want to see his, they will be over there. We do have his predictions. We will
Be
have
in the
his
description below.
If the TikTok will start being in the description. We would have ran through his predictions here if he sent them in, but again, he's running around town and not even sending his prediction in. So we don't have those. But yeah, I mean that's mine and Damien's predictions. Feel free to flame us if you want. I don't think we have any
Flame
picks
me, y'all wrong.
I don't feel like we have any picks that are flammable yet. I think we were pretty mellow week 1, but
If you're a Packers fan, your opinion does not matter.
I'm sure some fan base would be unhappy. Maybe Titans. So I was saying they'll get blown out. But for the most part, I think
they're the same state as the Bears. They're realistic. They understand what's going to happen to them.
Maybe.
I understand your opinion, Tennessee.
Or if you want to flame me for picking the Saints, hey, be my guest. But yeah, I mean, unless you have anything else, Damon, I think that's a good place to wrap this one up. Because we covered all the games. There's no new news. I think that's...
Mark my words. Caleb will be the best Bears quarterback in history.
Okay, so
500 passing yards.
We just making bold predictions now, huh?
Bold predictions? These are statistical facts.
Not yet, they ain't.
Oh, they will be, though. Unless he gets injured. I can't make no more promises if he gets injured.
We'll see. You're on record saying it now, so we'll see. I ain't got no bold predictions.
All y'all haters that hate him because he a little fruity. Stupid.
All right. Well, we'll call this podcast here. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place, more predictions. Hopefully with our third person on the podcast alongside of us. And we will catch y'all then. Peace.